What's up, everybody? This is Whiskey in the Six. I'm Rob. Today I'm doing Weller Antique 107. I know I said that I'd be doing the Jack Daniel's barrel proof, but I promised another reviewer that I'd let him do it first since he had the bottle first, so rightly so, I feel it's only fair he gets to do it first. So this will be done shortly. I gave him to the end of this month, so hopefully he can get it done in that time. Otherwise, I gotta get it done because it is Bourbon and American Whiskey Month on my channel, and I want to get that done for this month. So Weller Antique 107, highly sought after whiskey because of the lotteries that are in place in many parts of North America for Weller and Pappy and all the other Buffalo Trace Antique series, or just the Buffalo Trace Antique series, as well as the Pappies, and like I just listed, because those are two separate things. A lot of people get them mixed up because they're all put together in the Buffalo Trace Antique series lottery, but the Pappies are something else and the Wellers are something else. Anyway, I digress. These are hard to find, and when they're on the shelf they tend to go very, very quickly because they are priced very well. In the States, I've seen prices as low as $20 a bottle. In Ontario, it's $36 a bottle, $35, $36 a bottle. And it's a weeder, so there's not too many bourbons out there that are weeded bourbons that are available at that price range. The closest thing to it would be Maker's Mark, that has a large portion of wheat, but other than that, there's not very much. Now, a lot of people are dying to get it, but don't even know how it tastes, and that's why I'm here, because I'm here to tell you that you're crazy if you spend $1 more than the retail price on this whiskey. I've had a few opportunities now to try it, and I find it's actually way better when you do the poor man's Pappy mix, which is 60% that and 40% Weller 12. The reason for that is that Weller 12 kind of fills it out, gives it that little bit more age, and I'm going to go through tasting notes and smelling notes on this in a sec, alright? But I'll explain more about why it's better as poor man's Pappy. Okay, on the nose you wouldn't know that this is 107 proof, alright? It's very smooth on the nose, 53.5%, but you wouldn't get that here. Get some nice cherry notes, like a vanilla cherry Coke. A little bit of a grassy note in there too. Okay, the nose is really nice on this, for sure. On the palate, so it's pretty heated. Now, this is the part where it starts to get a little bit unpleasant for me, because it initially tastes really nice. It's got those nice vanilla and cherry notes that I talked about on the nose, and it has a nice oakiness, but all of a sudden near the back end of the palate on the finish, it turns into a super drying note, and I think that's because it's rather young, but I'm not 100% sure. Maybe they allot certain barrels that haven't been doing very well for the Weller Antique 107, because I know from what I've read it's around 7 years old, and the mash bill is not disclosed. Okay, the mash bill is not disclosed on most of the Wellers, but it's super, super dry, and for that reason I can't fully enjoy this as a sipper. Okay, another note, or another taste. Yeah, it's got a lot of pleasant notes in it. but then that drying note, it kind of makes you get a very dry feeling in your mouth, like cotton balls. Okay, I'm gonna add a touch of water, but I do know that that doesn't really help this whiskey that much because I've tried it. The nose becomes even more cherry coke with the water. It's a bit smoother with the water, but if you tried it straight, your tongue is left with this lingering dry note, and it literally, the whole top of my tongue feels like it's just completely dry. So solutions to this one is add water right away. You don't need too much, but enough to make it less dry. And I'm gonna go out there and actually say that this is not my choice for a sippable whiskey. It's probably closer to it would probably make incredible cocktails because the flavor is awesome. And when it's once diluted, it doesn't have that strong drying note, but without it, it kind of doesn't give you the ability to enjoy anything else. I've tried other whiskeys after this, and I feel like it took away my whole whiskey experience that night because it's so drying. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I got a bad batch. For those of you that have tried several bottles of this, please let me know what you think. Write them in the comments below. But for me, this is a B-. The taste is nice, but the experience is not. Okay, so for that reason, I have to give it a B-. As you can see here, I have a few of my snapbacks. I have the black 6 with the black hat, my newer blue hat with the white 6, and the white 6 with the black hat. All right, I am selling these. You can contact me if you would like to know, and obviously depending on where you are in the world, shipping may vary, but contact me either on Facebook or Instagram and I'll get back to you right away. They're going pretty quickly. What I find is it's going to be a bit of a delay for those of you that are placing unique orders, like a red hat with a white 6 or whatever color scheme you want. I have a few people that ordered black hats with gold 6s, and even a red 6. They're made to order. I'm not going to be ordering big batches anymore, so I'll literally make it to exactly how you like. I have it in flex fit, which is the one that I'm wearing right now. This is a medium large, so if you have a similar size head than me, roughly, I know it's probably hard to tell on the camera, but then you can get the medium large flex fit and it comes naturally with the bend, whereas the snapbacks, which is your other option, has the flat bill. Okay, I don't have fitted, but I have the flex fit and I do have the snapback. So let me know if you want any color and we can hook you up. All right. You guys can also check me out on Patreon, and like I said, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Just type in Whiskey in the Six and you will find me. Last thing, or a couple more things I want to say is I will be doing a Whiskey After the Thrones, I'm calling it. I'm gonna try to do these with special events. So even like a whiskey after the fight, I'm hoping I can fit one in after the Conor McGregor Floyd Mayweather fight, but I don't know if I'll have enough people on board to jump in the channel with me to talk the fight. Those are not going to be talking whiskey, but we'll be drinking whiskey while we're talking about whatever event it is. So Whiskey After the Thrones is going to be on following the season finale, this season's finale, probably around 10:30 Eastern time. Okay, so hope to see you guys there. I believe the Scotch for Dummies will be joining me, and I was on their channel last night, so if you want, you guys can go check them out, subscribe to their channel because they're really super nice guys. Scotch for Dummies. Okay, you know, I'm friends with the Scotch Test Dummies and a whole bunch of other whiskey reviewers. We're all this big whiskey fabric that we keep talking about. Super nice guys, and I'm happy to be a part of it. I believe that's it. Last thing I want to say is if you haven't already, subscribe. Cheers, guys.